Hi guys, Aceface here. I've got a video on the Carnifex and the various different options you can use. We're going to have a quick look at the models first of all, and a little bit of technique on modelling them and how to get the best out of your Carnifex, and then we'll kind of go straight on to the actual tactics. So first of all, we'll just have a quick look at the Carnifex itself. Now I want to use this one and I want to do a bit of a shout out. This particular model here was from a lady called Sarah, and she runs a company, painting commission company called Ilfauna, I believe it's pronounced. I will put the description below. And this was very much where I got my inspiration for my whole colourway. I had a 2000 point Kraken army and I was just getting bored of painting it, and I wanted something completely different and vibrant, and so it stood out amongst other Tyranid armies. So I saw this fella on eBay. Don't know exactly why it was on eBay, why she'd sold it, whether it just was a client that wasn't right, I've got no idea. But anyway, I saw it, fell in love with it, purchased it. Have had a little bit of other work done from Sarah since, but I mean the style is something that I wouldn't necessarily completely be able to replicate myself, because she uses airbrush for almost everything, and her technique is so vivid and so just amazingly bright that it's not quite like the rest of my army, but it very much was my inspiration, and I've pretty much copied it and sort of styled it from then on. So it's big thank you to Sarah. Thank you so much for giving me that initial inspiration. So thank you very much. Now, going on. So the other thing that I wanted to say was what you want to do, which isn't the case on this particular one, but what you want to do is you want to magnetise your Carnifexes. Really important, because the amount of options you've got on their arms, it means it's a must. So what I would do is make sure you spend the time modelling them so you can magnetise them, so you can get the best out of them. Now you can go to town on the magnetisation, and I'll show you sort of how far you can actually go with it. So you can go to the extreme that you can in fact do, as well as kind of your obvious, you can actually also do the carapace part on the top, the head, as well as your arms, obviously. But I don't think you need to do that. That's kind of a little bit too far. But if you want to, you can. But the arms are a kind of a must. So the other two that I've got here, well two of the other Carnifexes that I've got on the table here. These ones were actually done from blue table painting. Just because, one, they do an amazing job, and two, I've been really busy and I'm mega lazy doing all the different gun options and arm options, and I wanted to get a couple more Carnifexes done really quickly. So the guys at Blue Table Painting, thanks very much Sean, you've really helped me out again, and they produced these two Carnifexes for me, the two, one in front of another, and that's given me the ability to be able to very quickly get these Carnifexes together so I can do this video for you. So thanks Blue Table Painting. So if we use this one as our kind of example Carnifex of the different options, so what you've got is you've got the first option, which is the two sets of talons, which you can see here. Work really well. It's the cheapest sort of loadout for a Carnifex. Very effective in close combat. It's the, as I said, if you just want to run them and get them in, and maybe want a couple or three or whatever, it's a way to get them on nice and cheap. So that's your sort of starting setup. And with these, because it's two sets, you're getting your full re-rolls, which really kind of helps, because even though you know the Carnifex with its amazing strength is always going to wound, you want those talons to give you the re-rolls. So it's a really good option, and actually I would say it's a better option than going with your claws, your crushing claws, which is kind of your next, if I can get it in there, sorry, using this one-handed is not the easiest. Let's just take him off so I can show you here, if you can get him on there. Wrong one. And let's have a little look here. there we go. So you can go with the claws. The crushing claws are great, but they're extra points. They give you the extra attacks, but at the end of the day you've still got to hit on the same, so I would say they're not the greatest thing to go with. So stick with the talons if you want to go for close combat style Carnifexes. But the claws, they look great, and they're quite a lot of fun, but you have to be lucky to get all those attacks in there. So then after that you have got your Stranglethorn Cannon, which is that one there. The Stranglethorn Cannon, nice option because you're a large blast template, so you haven't got to worry so much about not the greatest ballistic skill. If it scatters a little bit, you'll still end up getting your hits. It's a good strength. It's a pretty good option. It's a little bit cheaper than the Venom Cannon, which is kind of your next option, which is, if I find it here, that one, but that one there. And there's your Venom Cannon. Now, the Venom Cannon gives you the higher strength. It's a bit of a beast of a gun, but it's a small template, so you're more likely to miss, and it isn't as powerful as some guns out there, particularly against vehicles, because you do get a -1 when against armour, so it's not the greatest. Now, moving on swiftly, this is the option that I would go for, and the one you want to actually think about your little bit of conversion work on, and that is the amazing, if I can get the right one, sorry guys, just going to find the right piece, there we go, and this is what you want. This is your Twin Link Devourers. There's not really an actual gun loadout for this, so you want to kind of make your own. I would well recommend that if you can get hold of them, the Flesh Borer Hives, which you've seen in my previous videos on the Hive Tyrant, are the best way to go. But if you're good with green stuff, which thankfully Blue Table Painting are pretty damn good at it, you can convert yourself a nice kind of Twin Link Devourer style like this. And that will give you a really good shooty Carnifex, or what a lot of people like to call the Dakafix. So I would say if you're going to go shooty, this is the way to go. If you're going to go close combat, go with your Talons. That to me is your best two options, and really apart from that, keep them bare bones. Don't go with anything else. Toxin sacks, waste of time. You will get rerolls. You're always going to be hitting on 2s anyway. It's not really worth it. Not really worth it unless you've got a few spare points. Regeneration again, not worth it. It's just, to be honest with you, the best way to go is just keep them cheap as you can, because ideally then you can run multiple Carnifexes and they're really good. The last thing that I was going to say on the Carnifex, I could go on forever on them, but I'm sure you're bored of the video already, so I'll try and wrap it up. But the last thing I would say with the Carnifex, which is a really good way to do it, is Carnifex is great in a pod. Just one in a pod, dropping it down, particularly with the Twin Link Devourers. It just, again, it's this distraction tactics that I love so much when you're playing with Tyranids. So definitely give that a go. Anyway, thanks again for watching this, guys. Hope you've really enjoyed having a little look at my Carnifexes, and I'll look forward to talking to you in the next video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thanks very much. Bye bye.